They tell us we live in a free and independent Australia, but when you dig into the law, the history, and the paper trail, you discover a different story. A story where our independence was never fully completed, where critical laws still link us to foreign powers, and where our government often acts more like a corporation than a servant of the people. So here's the question everyone's been asking. What can we actually do about it? Not in theory, not in fantasy, in real lawful practical steps. First, we arm ourselves with the facts that can't be brushed aside. The Colonial Laws Validity Act of 1865 still stands. It says any colonial law, including post-Federation laws, that's repugnant to an act of the UK Parliament extending to the colony is void. That's not a conspiracy, that's statute. In Sue v. Hill in 1999, the High Court ruled that the UK is a foreign power under our Constitution. That ruling alone exposes contradictions in our supposed independence. The Constitution itself never says we, the people. It was an act of the UK Parliament, not a document born directly from the people. Next, we expose the weak links. We target every law, policy, or government action that goes beyond lawful authority, breaches the Colonial Laws Validity Act, or relies on corporate rather than constitutional power. We file Freedom of Information requests to force disclosure. We dig into Hansard records to prove they know about these contradictions. We publish every breach in plain language so the public can see the damage. Then we take it to court. We use the very mechanisms they pretend don't exist for us. Court of Disputed Returns petitions to challenge election validity when candidates have foreign allegiances or fail constitutional requirements. Common Informers Act actions to personally hold MPs accountable when they sit in Parliament unlawfully. Injunctions and declarations to have courts rule that certain laws are void because they're repugnant or lack proper assent. We're not trying to win every case. We're building an undeniable public record that the system is broken. Education and unity are where the real power lies. Information campaigns that break down the legal facts into simple terms. Unified symbols like the lawful red ensign flag that predates the corporate changes. National days of lawful assembly, peaceful and disciplined, to demonstrate public will. No violence, no defamation. Just truth backed by documents. We then demand reform. We push for constitutional referendums that restore actual popular sovereignty. We table citizen-driven petitions and bills even if Parliament rejects them, so they remain on record forever. We present alternative governance frameworks so when people ask, what would replace it? We already have the answer. Finally, we keep the evidence chain alive. Every Freedom of Information result, every court ruling, every leaked document is archived, indexed, and shared. When history is written by the winners, our job is to make sure we become the archivists of truth. They hold power because most people don't know the law, don't see the cracks, and don't believe they can fight back. The moment the people understand their rights and act together, lawfully and strategically, the game changes. The cracks are already there. All we have to do is step through.